Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Oh my God, it's December and it's executive producer Heidi Feder.
Hey, I'm glad to see you, I suppose.
It feels like it's been a long, long time since I've gotten to do odds, so I'm very happy that I get to do odds here and to do it with you as like a little holiday special odd.
Well, you're an odd one, so...
Exactly, that's probably why. They still won't let me be canon, though.
Oh, well.
And I'm Andrew Fantasia, by the way, for those who don't know me. I didn't say my name yet. That's my name. I'm pretty sure it's still my name.
Well, believe me, there's only one Andrew Fantasia.
So far. If there's another one, he and I will have to fight.
To quote Charlie Brown, of all the Andrew Fantasias in the world, you're the Andrew Fantasius.
Yes! I love it. For your shirt kind of has like the Charlie Brown pattern going on. You got the diamonds there.
Well, Argyle, but but we matched, so I didn't plan on that.
Are you excited for Argyle the Motion Picture by Matthew Vaughn?
Sure, whatever.
All right, so it is Never Tell Me the Odds. Everybody knows how these work, I think, I hope. Heidi's got 3 spectacular odds that we are going to talk about, and we're going to wax poetic on the odds of them happening, and then we'll toss it to everybody else to give their odds and chip in as well. So, what do you got for us, Heidi?
Okay, well, I have to reread what I typed, so.
All right, let's do it.
As Jason's father, Kanan, had done with Ezra, what are the odds that Ezra will become a mentor and father figure to Jaden as Jason, as well as take on Jason as an apprentice? Now, hopefully he doesn't go to Luke's school, because that's not going to end well.
Ooh, you're right. The whole Luke school thing, that's such a big ellipsis on the face of Star Wars, right? Because we know it happened. We didn't see it happen. We saw it being built, and we literally saw it catching fire, and then the rest is who knows. So anybody who goes there, we know it's not going to be a happy graduation ceremony for them, at least not for the later years. So Jason, Mr. Jason Solo, getting taken under Ezra's wing. I think that's
Jason Syndulla, not Jason Solo.
Sorry, Jason Syndulla. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, my mind went totally Legends there for a minute. I'm sorry, but I went.
Well, that's because you're not canon, so you're not used to canon.
That's exactly what happened. That's right. Jason Syndulla being taken under the wing of Mr. Ezra Bridger. There's a beautiful poetry to that, and I think that makes it such a great odd. It has that Star Wars je ne sais quoi, you know, it's that Shakespearean kind of storytelling of passing the torch of like, this guy taught me and he was your dad and you didn't get to meet your dad, but I'm going to teach you. It really is a Obi-Wan Luke thing.
Yeah.
I love the idea of that happening. So I'm going to say the odds of that happening, Heidi, are a nice solid 81%. Hey, cat. Is that a loath cat or is it an earth cat?
It's a hungry cat. No, I'm at the dinner table, so he assumes I have food. Well, I think there's a very good chance of that. I'm gonna go 85%. I mean, I would think he would want to do that. Who knows? Maybe even a relationship would happen between him and Hera. Who knows?
Right. There is a whole more motherly thing going on with Hera.
Right.
But definitely having Ezra there as part of the family makes sense, because it is a family, right? The Ghost Crew, they were such a family unit, and that was so unique to Star Wars. Usually we're used to families being torn apart and not speaking and on one edge of the galaxy and the other. To piggyback on this, though, our live action Jason and live action Ezra did not have the beautiful primary colored hair that they did in the cartoons. So would you want to see, if those two got together as Master and Apprentice, would you want to see them full on live action with blue and green hair? Because this guy would love that.
Well, I know something. I actually spent the weekend at my sister's house, and we were watching Ahsoka. She hadn't seen it because she's waiting to see it with me. And I noticed they like really blew up Ezra's eyes. Like they didn't blow up his hair; they blew up his eyes. It was like, and it's kind of like how Obi-Wan is space Jesus. Like I kind of got the sense that Ezra was space Moses.
Yeah, yeah. He especially the way he's leading those Koopa Troopas just across the planet there, and just kind of taking them under his wing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does give off that vibe. So he would make a great Jedi Master, I think. And for somebody like Jason, who is still young and very inexperienced, that would be, that sounds like a sitcom. Doesn't it sound like an 80s sitcom?
Yeah.
Like a single mom and her son, and then like, oh, here's my surrogate son I haven't seen in 20 years, and he's going to move in and teach you all his wacky sorcery. And also the X-Wing pilot guy is there from Kim's Convenience, and he's like the wacky neighbor who drops in and is like, oh boy, the Force, I don't understand you people.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite line in the whole Star Wars universe. Okay.
Yeah, that summed it up so well. That man, Carson Teva, we love you, and we hope you show up in everything from now on. All right, what's your next thought, Heidi?
Well, actually, this one popped into my head while I was watching the documentary "Disturbance of the Force" about the everything that went wrong with the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Ooh, where is that documentary? People want to see
That is
it.
on Apple Plus TV.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's very good. I recommend anyone who's a Star Wars fan or a closeted Holiday Special fan to watch it. Sorry, chances.
Only the actor who plays Lumpy is watching it. That's it.
Yeah. But actually, I was watching, and apparently Jon Favreau is Dave Filoni is a huge fan of. Well, both Favreau and Filoni are huge fans of the Star Wars Holiday Special. In fact, that's why they did the Lego specials, and they actually did release the Faithful Wookiee on Disney Plus. My odds are, what are the odds that they will eventually release the entire holiday special on Disney Plus?
Ooh, that is a. You know what? I'm actually surprised that we don't have it yet. Right? Disney Plus really got aggressive with like how much stuff they put out on their platform. Especially like last year, they were just like, boom, they were inundating us with stuff. And I'm shocked that they never tried to milk that part of Star Wars, because Star Wars has been kind of dry lately. I mean, we've had some great shows, but there really was a spell where we were just like, where's Star Wars at? And I'm surprised they didn't take advantage of that then. So I think it's a likely thing to happen, especially now that Dave has a much bigger part to play, right? He got a nice little juicy promotion there. And by the way, Filoni, since you've been promoted, if you need somebody to fill your previous shoes, I mean, one of us was probably available, right? Yeah. Heidi, I think you're free, right? If he calls you up, right? So, you know, we're here, Dave. Let's go with, I feel like the reason we haven't seen it is some weird, stupid thing to do with rights. Like maybe it was broadcast on, like, I don't know, original broadcast was on CBS or something, and like they don't have the, like CBS still owns the rights. So I'm going to say it's something stupid like that that's keeping it from there. So let's go with like 64% that we'll see it.
I'm going to go full Brock. I think Filoni wants to put it. The reason why it didn't hasn't been rebroadcast is that George Lucas really hates it and is embarrassed by it, and I think the negatives were destroyed. And supposedly Carrie Fisher was like the only person who has like an original copy, like, and the only reason the Faithful Wookiee, I guess, was available was because it was by the Canadian animated company who did that. They had the rights to that. But I'm just gonna go full Brock, because, and the only reason why is because maybe they could take an old broadcast and clean it up.
Yeah, true.
But on the one hand, I could see why people wanting to get it done. On the other hand, it might be impossible, and I don't know if Carrie Fisher still has it. Apparently, she wanted a copy of it, and she said that she played it at parties whenever she wanted people to leave. So
Yeah, that's the other thing, because it's very unflattering to the people in it, isn't
yeah,
it? Like, it's
yeah,
got Carrie warbling around singing a Life Day song about
yeah,
God knows what. It's got Kendall, Luke Skywalker, wearing copious amounts of makeup.
yeah.
So I'm sure the actors are like, yeah, please don't show this thing on Disney Plus. Um, maybe if they show it, they would have to have like a disclaimer beforehand where they literally sit George Lucas down and record him, and he's just like,
Right.
"Hey, everybody, just so you know, I don't like this thing, so watch it at your own risk, whatever." And then like he just walks off camera. Maybe that would be a compromise they can do, but it could happen, right? Disney
Yeah.
will put anything there. If the past couple of years have taught us anything, it's that Disney wants us to keep our Disney Plus subscription, and they will put whatever they can on there,
Right.
including Hocus Pocus 2, to make us keep it. All right, so we got one more odd from you, Heidi. What have you got?
Well, this was something I picked on while watching Ahsoka. So there's a lot to happen on that planet. The character of Shin is now starting her new empire with I would say, the red sand-like people.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like they're going to go war with Ahsoka and Sabine, and they're guarding over the Koopas. And then, of course, you have Balin, who I think is trying to be the next Mortis god. So I guess my odds are, since Filoni wants to have a movie that's going to tie all the Mandoverse shows together, and you have characters wandering through everybody else's shows anyway. Like, you'll probably have, if they do another Book of Boba Fett, they're gonna have characters interacting. I mean, look at Carson. I'm blocking his name. Carson Teva.
Yep.
Yeah. He's almost become the Stan Lee of the Star Wars universe, just in everything. I'm thinking, and I guess you'd say, what are the odds that the season 2 of Ahsoka will only be on that planet? That we won't see what happens to Thrawn or anything until one of the other shows. Like, when we go back to Ahsoka 2, we're not going to leave that planet. We're not going to see anything in the Mandoverse. We're not going to see any characters. That the entire season of Ahsoka season 2 takes place with her and Sabine fighting Balin and Shin on that planet and protecting those nomad creatures. Or trying to keep Balin from taking the power of the Father from the Force. So that's my odd. What are the odds that Ahsoka 2, we never leave that planet?
You know, Ahsoka gave us, like, it left us with so much juicy stuff still lingering in the story. If any of the other shows had posed the same question, Heidi, if any of the other shows had said, next season is just going to be about, Bo-Katan, or next season is just going to be about Fennec Shand, whatever, I would feel like that just gives off like watered down spin-off mentality to it. But with Ahsoka, it really does feel like everything that's left behind on that planet, whose name I can't remember. It's like Pantera or something like that, but not a rock band, something actually Star Warsy. Everything, all the loose threads on that planet with Shin and Balin and Sabine and Ahsoka have really, like, they're so exciting, right? Like, I want to know what those statues are leading to, or like what's going to happen there. How is Shin becoming master of the Red Raiders? Like, how does that pose a threat? What are Ahsoka and Sabine going to do there? Are they going to start interacting with Ghost Hayden all the time? Is he just going to pop in and be like, hey, everybody, I hate sand, but I'm dead. Let's chat. Like, that has so much show meat on that bone already that they definitely could do that and never have to cut away to anything else. But I think we'll get something along the lines of most of the show doing that.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a huge chunk of the show staying focused on what's happening on that planet. But for maybe 1 or 2 episodes, we cut back a little bit and show some stuff happening on Coruscant that's going to somehow tie in to something. So I'll say that the odds of it just being on that one planet are maybe about 32%.
Yeah, I was gonna go 30, but I'll do the Price is Right thing and go 33%.
Nice. Bob Barker would be proud. Would you be into it if it stayed there the whole season, or would you rather it hops around a bit?
I don't know. I just, to me it seems it doesn't mesh with, unless there's a connection to the rest of the Mandoverse. I'm just seeming that the thing about Thrawn and Ezra, it might get answered in like another series.
Right. The cat disagrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did give off very to be continued but not here kind of
Right.
vibes. And I mean, that Filoni movie is apparently coming, so
Yeah.
there's a very real chance it touches on that. So I think that we're probably looking at a very that planet heavy season of Ahsoka. And I'm so sorry, I should know what that planet's called, but I think yeah, you're on the right track though. I think that is definitely going to be the majority of season 2, if season 2 ever even happens. And speaking of Shin and Balin, if anybody from Hasbro is watching, and we know you are, those Black Series toys, man, I don't know what they're thinking, but they gave them red lightsabers. They don't have red lightsabers.
No.
But we got to get some orange plastic. I'm sure it's not hard to find orange plastic, Hasbro. You own half the planet. Like, come on, get with the program.
Well, the original Vader lightsaber, lightsaber was orange. So
that's right. There's bound to be some of those kicking around. Melt that down, boom, you got yourself Balin and Shin. All right, those are 3 spectacular odds. I love those. I love any odd that gets me frothing at the mouth for new Star Wars stuff. So now it's time to throw it to everybody else. What do you think the odds are of these things happening? Don't copy our answers or we'll come after you. We'll know somehow. All right. Thanks for watching. Never tell me the odds. See you next time, and may the force of others be with you.
And also with you.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.